To be honest, it's hard to say because nobody knows how to predict what will happen in the coming years. And mainly we have nothing to do with it. I mean, we haven't started with it. We don't support it. We don't against it. It's simply making us a lot of interest to understand what kind of stability is going to be in Egypt. We were pretty worried about having the Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt, which is a threat not only to the state of Israel, but to many other countries, including to Egypt itself, let alone to the Arab countries. And what happened by a military coup, I think it creates an opportunity rather than a threat to the state of Israel. Muslim Brotherhood, by the way, it's not something that can be analyzed just in terms of Egyptian eyes. Muslim Brotherhood has a strategy that speaks about not borders and countries, but about one big caliphate in the Arab countries. It's not an easy situation to have such a big caliphate, which is going to change dramatically the situation in the Arab Middle East. But thank God the Egyptians understood it when the Muslim Brotherhood tried to change the constitution and the supreme judges. And now we have to see what's going on in Egypt post the military coup that occurred. In my eyes, if there is no secret channel between the Israeli Prime Minister and the Palestinian leader that will try to build some kind of trust between the two leaders, all other negotiations will be almost meaningless. Either under the American umbrella or European umbrella or any other umbrella, without trust to be built between the two leaders, no way to go forward. So you may get at the end of the 9 months or any other term, you may get some kind of statements, but 3 good statements is not one good solution. And therefore we need solutions, we don't need statements. And without such a secret channel, and I hope that there is a secret channel, I'm not sure there is such a channel. Without it, without trust between the two leaders, we shall go forward with nothing. The second issue, if the Palestinian Authority is not going to negotiate with Israel about both West Bank and Gaza Strip, and they will try to negotiate only about the West Bank, which means Gaza Strip is going to become a private and a personal problem for the state of Israel. Impossible. We have to speak about both with the same leadership that has the same law and has the same one gun to take care of their own internal security issues, and not as we have in Gaza Strip, an army of terrorists with huge military equipment, totally against the Oslo Agreement 20 years ago. There's no other solution. I mean, today we are stuck in a 3-state solution. We have the state of Israel, we have the pseudo-state of the West Bank, led by Mahmoud Abbas, we have the pseudo-state in Gaza, led by Hamas. It's an impossible situation. No way that Israel will accept 3-state solution. At the same time, no way that a 1-state solution will be acceptable by Israel, at least. I'm not sure by others. Between the Mediterranean and the Jordan Valley, we have today 12 million people. 8 million in Israel, 4 million in both West Bank and Gaza Strip. No way to have 1-state solution, and therefore you are getting advanced only with the 2-state solution. It's accepted by the Prime Minister of Israel. I think it's accepted by the majority, the total majority of the people in Israel. And the only problem is how we are taking this fact of the 2-state solution and we translate it into real action items by trust between the leaders that will promote a peace process. I think it's possible, unlike some people who believe it's impossible. That's why they are trying to push forward to 1-state solution, which is a disaster, or 3-state solution as it is today, which is a disaster as well. And how to make it the 2-state solution, something vivid, something that at the end will give you a solution and not just creates a problem. It lies on the shoulders of the two leaders. Today it's Mahmoud Abbas and Netanyahu.